Everybody, it's Everett with Ohio for Freedom. I'm asking you to hold my place in line. And what do I mean by that? Well, we post videos, various times during the week, but there's one time slot that we try to be very faithful to, and that is Thursdays at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern. So I'm posting this on Thursday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern, but it's just going to be a short upload because of some stuff that we're working on. And very likely over the weekend, I'll be posting something that is a little bit more in depth. But I want to hold my place in line. I want you to, if you follow this program, please just kind of look for Thursdays at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern. But I do want to mention two stories. And one is, I got this text from the great Candy Shand not too long ago. I mean, just like an hour ago. And it's a tweet. And so I'm going to go to that tweet. I know it's an X, but I'll probably always call it a tweet. And I'm just going to read it to you. Here we go. Rachel Ann Brown has pressured a well-known minister to circle the spin wagons like others by speaking out for Pete post the closure of the case. In other words, post that, Pete's exonerated, yay! When he refused, Rachel Ann Brown was furious. She told him he's either a friend or an enemy. That's pretty Christ-like. Then bragged about how Daystar has the best lawyers in the country. The minister was shocked. Frankly, this is me talking now, I'm glad this happened, brother minister or sister minister. Now you see what we're really dealing with here. Hello, frankly, this is going back to Candy's X or tweet. Frankly, I'm not shocked at all. Daystar has a history of using powerful connections, donor-funded platforms, lawfare, and intimidation to control the narrative. It's not my place to name the minister, but you'd all know him. Man, I wish we knew. I'm hoping he'll go public himself, okay? She said the him word, but that's entirely up to him. She used it twice. This places more doubt on the credibility of those who did make statements in defense of Pete within the last few days. So if you're a minister or other public figure who's been pressured, feel free to inbox Candy. And the reality is, when one's being threatened, there's likely more. So, I'm asking you to hold my place in line. Sometime over the weekend, I will be posting, going live actually, and I'm just going to let one little cat out of the bag. Unfortunately, not completely done with Allen Dio yet. In fact, there's a pretty large amount of information that we just haven't been able to get to. And I want to be able to present it somewhat coherently. Sometimes the sheer volume of stuff is overwhelming. And I want to say, this is not personal about Allen. And really the sad thing is probably if you knew Allen, it's probably a nice fella. It's about who he has chosen over a long period of time to connect himself to and what they are connected to. And then a lot of doctrinal, and listen, people can have differences of doctrinal opinion. Who wrote the book of Hebrews? We're not talking about that. And some of the stuff actually, when you trace it back, it's very, very troubling. And frankly, I believe it's something that the Lord is doing away with. Frankly, I believe it's something that the Lord is judging. So you can be watching for that. And then I guess I'll sign off by saying, I don't know what it is with the state of Ohio, but we got some doozies up here in the Buckeye State. So yeah, we got Faith Life Church, where Tomcat has gone from 27 felony counts to 32 felony counts because a fourth witness or a fourth victim has come forward. So I don't have time to go into the details, but that's going on. Then World Harvest is spinning, spiraling down, not completely smoldered out yet, but World Harvest is here. We've got who's the rubs Jesus with oil, anyway, that dude at the Vineyard Church. And then Shane Winnings. Everybody please go over to Shane Winnings' YouTube page. It's within a couple of days. It's a long 3.5 hour video. You don't have to watch the whole 3.5 hours. If you have the time, do it. But he's uncovered this church, this invasion church in Dayton, that recruits, and then the top dude there, SAs, these young guys on a regular basis. It's just out of control. The guy needs to go to prison. We got a text a couple mornings ago saying, hey guys, please take a look at this. I've done my initial look into it. I do want to help amplify this, but go over to Shane Winning's YouTube page, and at least you can kind of quickly, if you guys know how to do that, but it needs to be talked about. And so please hold my place in line. Watch for content over the weekend, but Thursdays are at 7 p.m. Eastern. All things being equal, is our time slot, so I want to preserve it. So everybody, have a great, it's hard to believe, this is Memorial Day weekend, right? It is, right? I mean, it kind of came up quick. So here we are. I guess we're kicking off summer. We got a little cold snap here in Cincinnati. It's about 60 degrees. So anyway, we'll talk to y'all soon. But check out Candy Chan's Twitter page. Check out Shane Winning's YouTube page, and be watching for Ohio for Freedom. And until then, hold our place in line. Thank you.